Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia. I'm the digital personnel at Meditest Diagnostic.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Bharatvyas Marla. I'm a senior consultant physician and specialist in cardiology and diabetology.
So today we want to discuss about insulin resistance in type 2 diabetes. So we want to understand, I just want to ask the doctor to give us more awareness about this.
Yes. So insulin resistance is a very important topic every diabetic must know because insulin resistance is the most important mechanism in type 2 diabetes.
Okay.
Because I am an adult physician, so I deal mainly with type 2 diabetes. Okay. In type 2 diabetes, the pathology is that first there is insulin resistance, that is insulin that is produced, it is not utilized in the peripheries.
Yeah.
And second thing, there is also some amount of insulin deficiency. So the pancreas is unable to produce enough insulin also.
Okay.
Both mechanisms play the part in causing type 2 diabetes. That's why it is called type 2 diabetes.
Okay.
In insulin resistance, what happens is the insulin which is produced by the pancreas, it doesn't go and work on the cells. Okay. Our body is made up of billions of cells. Okay. Each cell requires glucose for its energy, for carrying out its metabolic processes. Okay. In people who develop insulin resistance, what happens is the glucose is unable to enter inside the cells. Okay. And the simple analogy to understand this is to imagine each cell as a room. Okay. So inside the room, for every room, there is a gate or a door.
Yeah.
Okay. So just like that, each cell has got doors for glucose to enter inside. These gates or doors are called glucose transporters. Okay, and these glucose transporters, they need a key. For a door to open or for a gate to open, you need a key, and that key is insulin. The insulin is produced in the pancreas, which is situated somewhere around here. Okay. In people who develop insulin resistance, the insulin is not working at the glucose transporter level. That means the key produced by the pancreas is not working at the periphery. So what happens? The glucose cannot enter the cell and it cannot produce the energy. So when the glucose is not entering in the cell, what happens is it remains inside the blood, and that increases our blood sugar. So this is the simple mechanism with which we can understand insulin resistance.
Okay. So another question is it possible for someone to have the insulin resistance if they don't have the diabetes?
Insulin resistance develops over a period of time. Every insulin resistant patient need not be diabetic. Especially in women, they have something called polycystic ovarian disease. This kind of people, they develop insulin resistance, but for that to manifest as overt diabetes, it takes some time. Okay. So people without having diabetes also can demonstrate insulin resistance, but their bodies are still adjusting. Okay, and it is very easy to diagnose. It is characterized by the early insulin resistance is characterized by something called acanthosis nigricans, which means people develop black scars or black discoloration of their neck at this place. Okay, that is called acanthosis nigricans. This is one of the easiest clinical signs to understand insulin resistance. Apart from that, there is a standardized test by name HOMA-IR, which is recently developed. Recently in the sense, in Kenya it is recent, but in other countries it's there since a very long time.
Yeah.
And this HOMA-IR test can demonstrate insulin resistance, and it is available in our facility.
So that's how it's being diagnosed?
Yes, that is how we diagnose. It is a standardized test, but it is based on statistical data.
Okay. So does it mean it has a gender or it's affecting everybody?
It can affect anybody, especially obesity. Obesity is one of the most common causes of insulin resistance. Apart from that, there are certain group of people which have got these insulin resistance genes. Even though they are lean, they still demonstrate insulin resistance. This is called lean diabetes.
So would you advise the audience that it's a lifestyle disease?
Yes. Insulin resistance most of the time is a lifestyle related disease. If your lifestyle is irregular, if you are not eating or sleeping on time, you are what you call feasting on a lot of junk, okay, you are under a lot of stress. These all things can cause insulin resistance. Apart from that, weight gain can also cause insulin resistance. But in certain individuals, the genes are also responsible.
I've had people asking if lack of sleep can also be caused with insulin resistance.
Lack of sleep leads to insulin resistance.
Really?
Because lack of sleep causes a lot of stress and that can lead to insulin resistance. And especially in women, PCOD is one of the causes of insulin resistance because people with PCOD, they gain weight fast and that leads to insulin resistance.
Okay. So I have another question. What is it like, the diet of someone who has been diagnosed with insulin resistance?
Cutting the carbs. Cutting the carbs as much as possible. Not having sugar at all in diet. Especially sugar is the most common cause of insulin resistance, especially in Kenya, because many many Kenyans are prone to drinking a lot of tea with a lot of sugar. One, and drinking a lot of sodas. Okay. So cutting sugar is one of the most important things to avoid insulin resistance. Apart from that, not eating on junk food like pizzas, cakes, biscuits, pastries, these kind of things. Going for high quality protein, okay? High quality protein such as eggs, okay? And substituting carbohydrate with fiber, okay? These are all the most important things which one can do for avoiding insulin resistance.
So, Doc, you're saying should I completely cut sugar, all the sugars?
Yeah, table sugar, especially table sugar in any form is always bad.
Is fruit recommended?
Fruits are okay. The fruits contain something called fructose, which will not go into the blood directly. It goes into the liver first, okay, and gets metabolized from there. But the table salt, the sucrose, it's a reducing sugar, which goes into the blood fast and also raises the blood sugar very fast and leads to diabetes and all other complications.
Okay, so I have this question. What kind of exercises would you advise these people who are diagnosed with insulin resistance?
Whether it is insulin resistant patient or diabetic patient or a patient who is healthy also, regular exercise is mandatory. Taking 6,000 to 10,000 steps every day. 6,000 is for normal people, 10,000 steps minimum for diabetics, and people who are obese going up to 12 to 15,000 is also very good. In fact, I myself take care because I am a little on the extra side of the weight, because I am overweight. I make sure that I play badminton at least once in at least 3 times in a week. And the day I play badminton, my step count goes up to 16,000-17,000.
That's great. So we've seen so many patients coming, the diabetic patients. What will you advise them? Because basically if someone has diabetes, it definitely means they have already been diagnosed with insulin resistance, right?
Yes.
What's a general advice will you give these people?
Eat healthy, eat on time. Try to have small meals multiple times rather than one big meal. Okay. Try to go for more fibery diet rather than carbohydrate diet, and have a wholesome diet. Wholesome diet in the sense the diet which has enough carbohydrates, good amount of fiber, good amount of proteins, and a little bit of good fat. Not trans fat, polyunsaturated fatty acids. So this is a wholesome diet.
So will you recommend, will you tell your audience that it's treatable, diabetes type 2 is treatable?
Diabetes type 2 diabetes is always treatable, always controllable, and moreover it is reversible. Reversible means there is a paradigm shift in the way we treat diabetes. You don't need to take medicines lifelong in type 2 diabetes, especially when you know how to scientifically treat a patient. And we have done it many times. There are many patients who had come with a HbA1c of 14, which is one of the highest. And within 3 to 4 months of time, we brought them down to normal. And by 6th month, we made their HbA1c almost normal, that is below 6.5 levels. And many patients we have done it, not one patient. And many patients we even stopped, given they don't have complications which are related to diabetes. It is even possible to stop type 2 diabetes medicines when they are living satisfactory life, and we demonstrate that HbA1c has not changed much despite giving ultra low doses.
Because online there's been a concern, like people are saying type 2 diabetes has been like one of the most dangerous diseases that people are having.
When uncontrolled, it is one of the most dangerous disease. But when controlled, most of the people live reasonably normal lives.
Yeah. So you'll just recommend them to always eat healthy, exercise, and come for the regular checkup, right?
Yes. Be in touch with your doctor, no matter who it is.
Yeah.
A person who is qualified to treat diabetes. Like myself, I am a MD in internal medicine, and I have done fellowship in diabetology. Or you can go to a person who has done fellowship in what you call endocrinology. Okay, I am specially trained in diabetes. So people who are experts in diabetes, because diabetes is something which is treated by most of the doctors, starting from general practitioners to orthopedicians to gynecologists to everybody try to treat diabetes. I'm not saying that they are wrong in treating diabetes, but thing is that the more the expert is, the more the chances of patient achieving remission. Remission means patient need not take medicines anymore.
Yeah, that's true. So, like, according to, I know you have so many patients who are diagnosed with diabetes. Will you kindly just take us through their journey? Like, how is that it has been since you started the journey with them?
Like, I have mostly happy patients actually.
Yeah.
I mean, there is not a single patient in my entire practice in whom, especially type 2 diabetes patient, in whom I have not controlled diabetes when they are coming to me regularly. Okay, and in many patients we have achieved remission. As I told you, people with HbA1c of 14 point more, also we made them almost normal. And one more thing is that even the way we treat insulin treatment, like people who are requiring insulin treatment, we don't give insulin more than 2 months, maximum 3 months for most of the patients, unless they have some complications.
I must admit, because we've seen so many patients coming saying, oh, Dr. Bharat really helped me with diabetes and all that, and you get so many recommendations. So that's it for us today. So thank you.
Thanks a lot. Meet you next time.